Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you my Throwback Thursday, the last one for March, and that is with the Violet Voss Taupe Notch palette. So if you want to see how we got this look and the fate of this palette, let's just get on into it. Alright, so first, I've already rolled for the shades that we're going to use, so I wanted to get into that first before we do the eye look. So if you have not seen the inside of the Taupe Notch palette, this is what she looks like. 20 pans. I don't know, like, there are taupes in here, but it's a lot warmer than I thought it would be. So I'll have the screen grab going. At this point, might as well just take my hair out. Because we're done with the base makeup anyway. So, the first shade we got was shade number 3, which is Bestest, which is the only matte I believe we get. So, nice, like, chocolatey brown. Let me turn the lights down so maybe you can see a little bit better. I got a new calendar. As you can see, there's a kitty, because Blazemere was actually featured in this calendar. He is the month of September, so this goes from April of 2025 to March of 2026, but I wanted to put it up already because very cute kitties. So yeah, you will be seeing that in my background now as well. So that's the shade Bestest. Then we got the shade 20, which is Prime, this deep dark shimmer. That's interesting. Then we got the shade number 2, which is actually called number 1, which is this light satin. Okay. Then we got number 6, which is One and Only, which that shade's really pretty. And then we got lucky number 13, so 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, which is Numero Uno, which is beautiful. Like, that's taupe to me. And then we got shade number 7, 5, 6, 7. So we got Upper Crust. So, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing yet. I don't know how this look is going to turn out, but we, of course, are going to zoom in. And by zoom in, I mean bring you nice and close. I'm going to prime my eyes with the Julep Beauty Shadow Stick. I, again, am so close. I know I say this every time I do a get ready with me or a palette bingo, but, like, guys, hang on. I will show you. That's it. We're really getting there. Very, very exciting. So, I honestly don't know what I'm doing with this color story. I wish there were more mattes. Because, like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like the formula. I haven't found a Violet Voss palette that I have not enjoyed, but I didn't know there were this many shimmers when I bought the palette. So I'm gonna start with the shade number 1, which was, you know, the second shade in the palette, because that's like a satin. And I'm just gonna, you know, Put that under my brow bone, inner corner. Work that in here. I'm going to kind of use it as a setting shade since it is like that color. It's just, you know, got a little bit of shine. That's all. Can't even hardly see it. I mean, you can see it on the inner corner there, but everywhere else, not too shabby. Then I think I'm going to go in with the matte. I think that that's the best course of action, is to start with the matte shade, which I love Violet Voss mattes. I got this palette on Mercari because I loved the color story. I saw it online and I was like, oh, that's pretty. Like I said, I don't feel like this color story really screams as taupe as I think it should, especially with the name being Taupe Notch. But that could be just me. Let me know. What are your feelings, opinions, and all of that on the color story? This is a really nice matte. It's laying down beautifully. It's going on easily. And I'm just going to buff out those edges with that number 1 shade. Plus, that gives me that like brow bone highlight, which most people do that I've never, ever done. So now, I'm going to try to use this as the deepener. That was the shade Prime. I'm going to see if I can pick it up with a brush. I'm going to go back into Bestest. I'll take a little bit of Prime. On the lower lash line. Blend it out. Alright, and now we have, what? 3 shimmers, which is a normal amount. Don't know if I love how that looks. We definitely got fallout with that Prime shade. So I'm probably gonna have to fix that. So that's my bad. I know there are a lot of you that do your eyes first, so I don't feel like that would be as much of an issue. Just going in with some NYX glitter glue. And I'm going to take numero uno, then upper crust, and then one and only. That's... I don't feel like any of these shimmers really pop. And I think that that's super unfortunate. Like, they're all just that more satiny, not satiny even, just like thicker metallic formula that I'm not a huge fan of. Like, there is nothing in this eye look that's giving. And that one and only. Well, there we go. I don't love it. I don't hate it. There's definitely been worse. So I'm going to pop off, finish the look, pick out a lip, do all of those things, and I'll be right back so we can discuss the palette. Alright, so here's the final look. And I have thoughts. I did add one single, and we'll talk. On my outer edge here, I added, this is the Colourpop Loose Pigment in Mulholland, because I just didn't like the color that was there, and I feel like this kind of pulled in the brown that we had in the crease. And then I just took my highlighter in my inner corner just to brighten it a little bit. Everything else that I'm wearing will be in the description box as always. I feel like my hair is just so flat. So, the palette. I have to say this is the first Violet Voss palette I did not enjoy. The one matte I used, beautiful. The matte was buttery smooth, blendable, and great. I don't like the shimmers in this palette. This is that, like, thicker shimmer formula. Like, they're more of just a metallic. They have no sparkle, not a lot of shine, and they are on that thicker side. I know this is an older palette for Violet Voss, so, you know, like I said, I also got the Summer Kari, so I don't know how long they had it before I got it, so there's also that. That being said, there's only seven true mattes in this palette. Oh, 8. Excuse me. I can't. Is there 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mattes in the palette out of 20 because I love the mattes. And if it was over half the palette of mattes, I would probably keep it. But I don't like the shimmer formula, so I'm not going to keep this. This is probably, I think I've decluttered one other Throwback Thursday palette, but I am going to go ahead and declutter this guy. My Throwback Thursdays are just to have me using my palettes and figuring out if I need to keep them. And I don't think the look turned out bad. It's just, it's not my preference. And so if it's not my preference, this is never going to be something that I reach for. And the mattes that are in here, as much as, like, I really love this taupe shade, I have the browns in other Violet Voss palettes, and I don't need to keep it for one taupe or even just the 8 mattes. So this is gonna go. It was my first time using this Superstar Loose Pigment, and I actually think it's pretty. I don't know how often I would use it because it's not the most impactful, but I like it for this look. So there is that. But that's going to do it for this Throwback Thursday. I can't believe we decluttered one. It's been a minute. So, but let me know. Do you like Violet Voss? Have you tried their formula? Do you have this palette? And do you like this palette? Do you think that this is taupe? Am I crazy by thinking that this is a little too warm brown for taupe? Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.